Previously on Taverns and Caverns Path A, the party made their way into the seaside grotto in search of the missing adventurers. Upon entering the dark and wet cavern, the party was surprised by an invisible undead. But we were easily able to vanquish them. I mean, come on, it's us. However, after doing so, they heard the cries of a woman in despair. So naturally, we rushed to her aid. We come to find out, she's a sea hag. I was the first to lay eyes on her. She was so ugly, repulsive, and hideous. Naturally, I fainted. But Cat and Co fought on. Now, I'm struggling to keep my consciousness, my composure. How will I go on? Episode 9, Hag of Zephyr's Bay, Part 2, Path A. Oh, feels like a bad hangover.
Sorry, pal. I had to wake you up again.
Again?
Try not to fall asleep on me again this time.
Oh, trust me. It will be a while before I can get good sleep. The thing of nightmares. She is.
Anything else, Alaric?
I will step closer to Isundra's pet.
Okay. All right. Anything else? If not,
Nope. That's
all right.
it.
Yaito places both hands together, and he is going to cast another spell. He is casting Erupting Earth, and he is choosing to do this 20-foot radius cube. He's going to step back. He's going to do it where the closer to him, so where it only hits the sea hag. Actually, he's got to step back a little bit further so it doesn't hit himself. But what you see is the ground beneath the undead, or the ground beneath the white that had died near the sea hag begins to shift upwards, creating the form of a grizzly bear. And the grizzly bear roars out as its paws slam up against the ground, causing an erupting earth to attack the sea hag. So the sea hag must make a saving throw, dexterity saving throw, and needs to beat, let's see here. Oh, it rolled a 4. It's going to fail no matter what. So Yaito does 14 bludgeoning damage to the sea hag as the earth bear just slams into her. And also the terrain in front of Yaito. So I want to make a little marking here. So the terrain in front of him, where the circle is all considered difficult terrain. So don't walk in it. If you walk in it, it basically takes 2 squares to walk through one, basically. 10 feet to walk through 1 square foot. So it makes you slower. And that will be it for Yaito. It is now a new round, and it's the sea hag's turn. And she just looks at everyone. How dare you destroy my precious toys? You break into my home and attack me. There will be vengeance. And she is going to step. Actually, you know what? She is going to cast a spell, actually. At 4th level. She is using what's called Phantasmal. Actually, yes. She's going to use a spell called Phantasmal Killer on you, Thaddeus. She taps into the nightmares of a creature you can see within range and create an illusory manifestation of its deepest fears, visible only to that creature. Make me a wisdom saving throw. Oh!
No!
That's a 6! You failed horribly. On a failed save, the target becomes frightened for the duration. At the end of each of that target's turns before the spell ends, you must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 4d10 psychic damage each turn. All right. So you are now frightened, and you will be taking psychic damage every round that you are no longer afraid. So I'll put the little sleepy icon to show that you are frightened by this spell. All right. And with that, you being frightened, she's going to step backwards away from the party, but not into the difficult terrain.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I still have heroism, correct?
Do you? Let me see. Cast that a while back, though.
Here, I'll click it again.
Yeah, just do that for me. All right. Until the spell ends, the creature is immune. Oh, okay. So you are immune to it. Concentration up to 1 minute. So you are not feared by her. Well played, sir. Well played. I forgot you casted that on yourself. All right, that's her turn. This is Isundra.
I almost forgot to.
Eldritch Blast, 25 and 27, both will hit. So that's a total of 29 points of force damage. God damn. You see she gets thrown back into the wall.
Bouncing off that wall.
I know, just bounced like a pinball. Anything else, Isundra? Or do you stay there?
No, that's all I got.
All right. Thaddeus, it's your turn.
Oh, Thaddeus is pissed now. He will break his concentration for this if she's going to cast Wrathful Smite.
You'll no longer have that heroism, just so you know.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. All right. Wrathful Smite.
And
Next time you hit a melee weapon attack, so let's see if you hit. Oh, 20 will hit. So roll your damage. And then, so 12 slashing damage, 2 radiant damage. And then add that Wrathful Smite damage. Damn. I would have kept heroism if I knew you could roll that.
Oh,
You deal an additional
But
1d6
he has to
psychic
make a
damage.
wisdom saving throw.
yeah.
All right.
Or be
let's see.
fighting.
Let me see. Let me make that wisdom. I rolled a 19.
Ooh, passed.
All right. So you slash into her with your first strike, but you have a second attack.
Yep.
15 will hit for another 12 slashing damage and 4 radiant damage. Total of 16 damage. As you piece up the sea hag, you see she begins to bleed out from your holy sword of radiance. She's hurt. She's hurt. All right.
All right. And that's it.
Damien, it's you now, buddy.
I guess I'm gonna get up
All right.
and wait.
So yeah, you were prone, so getting up's half your movement.
Oh, there she is. Damien, I've had enough of this. Die, you monstrosity! Shapow!
You throw your javelin. Unfortunately, you rolled an 8.
No, you gotta beat a DC 14.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting because it has the attack roll there.
Yeah, it's fucked up, but my shit don't miss.
She said it don't miss. Let me make that dex saving throw. I rolled 11. You're right. It don't miss. 17 lightning damage. Just as the hag struck you with a lightning bolt, you strike back with your javelin of lightning, and she takes 17 lightning damage. She is not immune to lightning, nor does she have resistance. You see the lightning crackles as it slams up against the sea hag's body. Her nasty seaweed-like hair begins to frizzle upwards as she is shocked by the lightning. All right. Anything else, Damien?
Damien, that's okay. I use half my movement, which means I have 15 left. I will go just here. All right, that's me.
Okay. All right. Alaric, it's your turn, buddy.
All right, so I am considering casting this spell.
Guardian of Faith. Oh, boy.
It's time to end this fiend.
Large spectral guardian appears and hovers for the duration of an unoccupied space within 30 feet of you. So wherever you summon it, any creature hostile to you that moves in a space within 10 feet of the guardian for the first time on a turn must succeed on a dexterity saving throw. If they fail, the creature takes 20 radiant damage, or half as much damage on a successful one. Where do you summon the guardian? Because it does not move, just so you know. It stays in, it's stationary.
I will. Can I ping?
Yeah, just hold down your left click.
I'm thinking here.
Okay. So what I'll do is I'll make a copy of you, like right here.
Yep.
All right. And I'll just put a little icon on this to so we know that it is your guardian of faith. I'll put a little X So we know that's Guardian of Faith. Actually, we'll just do a yellow. Okay. So if she moves at all, she gets attacked, basically.
And then I am in my turn.
Okay. So you all see this armored golden
Yeah, sentient.
yeah, some sentient being in golden armor that's floating. It appears next to you, Thaddeus, and it has this long sword in its hands, waiting to strike its foes as it moves. All right. Yaito's turn. He's not going to waste any more of his spell slots, so he's just going to shoot out a simple firebolt, I should say, for 21. That will hit for 7 fire damage. He shoots her in the side of the cheek. He's out in the back. He's got difficult terrain. He's like, she ain't getting near me. All right. That's it. That's the new round. The sea hag is now bleeding out. She's burned from both fire and lightning damage. She's I will not die. Not today. You bastards. And she is going to attempt one final spell on you, Thaddeus. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
19.
19. All right. So she is attempting to cast a spell. Everyone else can see as she casts the spell, Thaddeus's body slowly begins to shift, but then as it attempts to be shifted into a frog, it reverts back to his normal self. You're able to avoid the spell polymorph. She's attempting to turn you into a frog and kill you almost immediately.
Oh boy.
Luckily, you rolled 19, or you would have been a frog.
Yeah.
You save. You don't get turned into a frog. With that, seeing that her spell failed, she is now frightened. Well, she doesn't have the frightened condition, but she knows that she is on death's door. And she's going to attempt to run away, meaning that Alaric's Guardian of Faith and Thaddeus will have attacks on her. So first things first, the Guardian of Faith, whenever a creature moves, it gets to attack. So I have to have her make a dexterity saving throw. And Thaddeus, you can make an attack of opportunity.
I
if you want
did,
to.
but it was only an 8.
Oh. Well, shit. So the 8, she dodges your long sword. The Spirit Guardian, or the Guardian of Faith, swings its sword, and she rolled an 18, so she'll take half damage from your Guardian of Faith, Kendall. So go ahead and roll me your damage of... Oh, it's 20 radiant damage on a failed save, or half as much 10. She'll take 10 radiant damage from your Guardian of Faith. As she attempts to run away, your Guardian of Faith slashes her in her back, drawing blood as she drops to the ground unconscious. As she stumbles into the ground, the cove goes silent as your Guardian still floats there, staring her down. At that point, you guys have defeated the first boss of Season 3, at least for Path A. Congratulations, guys. As she goes down, Yaito snaps his fingers, and the difficult terrain vanishes. You guys can now walk in that area without the difficult terrain, and he comes forward a bit, looking around. Whew. Is everyone okay?
Fine.
Yeah, nothing like an unplanned nap.
This was very uncomfortable. The fact there was undead, invisible at that, plus a
Oh,
hag.
Fuck the undead. That ugly. I'm not even going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it. We're not going to bring it up anymore. We're going to forget this happened. I'm scarred.
This is a shame. I feel like the undead were the adventurers that were sent here before us. Should we check their bodies for maybe Adventurers Guild badge?
Yeah,
I
badges.
agree.
Thaddeus
Yeah.
nods.
Yeah, I mean, since you're practically begging us.
I am not begging. I am just saying.
Well, with what I rolled, you got to give me what they got.
17 sleight of hand. You trying to steal something without everyone else noticing?
I mean, I don't care if they see it, but
Okay.
I would prefer them not.
Who are you sleight of handing? Are you doing it to the hag or are you doing it to the undead?
Nah, this one.
All right. As you go and look through the pockets of the first white next to you, you do find something in that white's pockets. And what you pull out are two things. You pull out a silver ring worth 50 gold and also a Adventurers Guild badge. He was an adventurer from the guild.
What's his name?
Oh man. His name was let's see. Jampy.
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 That sounds made up as hell, Ryan.
Yeah, you're making me make up names on the spot.
You could have called him like Theodore. You called him Jampy.
His name's Jampy.
Damien's looking at the ID. I really hope this is a nickname.
Jampy Dimu the Fifth.
Woo-wee. You got a name on him. Hey, these are definitely the adventurers that have gone missing.
Check the other body as well, shouldn't we?
Yeah, Thaddeus is going to check for IDs.
IDs. He said IDs. As you check for his IDs, you find this guy, the captain in the armor. His name is Marcelo. He is also an adventurer.
Thaddeus will give a little prayer.
Marcelo Proudflower.
Whatever. Proud flower.
Oh boy. But yeah, Thaddeus is going to give a little prayer. Just pay the respects to the falling adventurers.
And Isundra, since you're the closest to it, make me a perception check. As Damien and Thaddeus are inspecting the bodies, you rolled a 12. You notice there is a chest behind you where the white captain came out of. There is a small corridor that leads into a smaller room with a chest in it. You're the only one that notices that right now.
I'm gonna go check it out.
Okay. You open the chest to see what's inside, and let's see here. Inside the chest, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
All right, and 19. You are able to avoid the trap, but you still take half damage. As you open the chest, fire spews out from it, and I have to roll fire damage. Let me go ahead and do that now. You'll take half of it. That is 12 points of fire damage. You'll take 6 fire damage. But inside the chest, after you take that damage, you do find a couple of items. You find a scroll with 200 gold and 1 potion.
What's the scroll?
Make me a Arcana check to see if you can figure it out. 18. As you look at the scroll, you read it. It is a scroll of invisibility.
Nice.
You said a scroll, 200 gold, and what else?
A potion.
Potion.
We also have the scroll of levitation that we haven't used. Who's holding that actually?
I forget who has that. One of you guys have it.
What kind of potion?
You're not sure.
Scroll of levitation?
But
Or
yeah.
the one you just got? Yeah, I don't know who has that.
Yeah, like in our last adventure or previous run, we got a scroll of levitation, but we decided to take the path into
Thought you had it.
So I thought too. I
Okay.
know Thaddeus didn't pick it up.
Let me write it down then, because I was just making sure.
make me another Arcana check, Isundra, if you want to try and see what the potion is. 21. It is a potion of bear's endurance. Bear's Endurance gives you a +4 bonus to your Constitution, giving you a boost of stamina and vitality, increasing your Fortitude save, Constitution saves, and hit points. All right.
I want to do a perception towards Isundra if I notice any burn marks or anything.
All right. 14, as she steps out of that small room, you do notice that there are some burn markings that weren't there when she first walked in there.
What happened?
Well, I was getting ready to tell you. Goddamn, calm down.
Right.
Ready to come out and be like, Damien, look what I found, and then you want to see what happens.
Thaddeus is a narc! He's a
Yeah.
narc!
She comes out and she's like, Damien, look, I found gold.
How much?
200.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's a nice little gratuity. Give me some.
Yeah,
He just
so we
holds his
can-
hand out.
We can split it up.
Yeah, it's just us two. The
Oh,
original.
The original.
Well, I was gonna split it up between everybody, but
Man, it's still the first fight. They don't deserve it. They ain't made it.
it's
I
only
mean, they-
200
they-
gold.
Exactly. Splitting it between 4 people makes it even less. Listen, we've been through enough. Okay?
What about Yaito?
He's got plenty of tea. He knows who we are. I mean, if you want to share it with them, fine, but you're opening up a can of worms. They're going to keep expecting it every time we find something. Finders
Can I-
keepers. You already
can
know
I
how we
chime
do it in
in?
this group.
Do you want this
You're going to have to
potion?
roll to see if you
Yeah.
hear me. I'm whispering.
Well, yeah, I just wanted to walk over, but I didn't know
Oh.
if I need to like do
Make me-
anything.
yeah,
to-
walk over and make me a perception.
Okay, so
You see you feel like you can see them whispering to each other, Alaric, but you can't tell if you hear it yet until I.
Besides, I got a feeling when we meet up with Eddie or Cat again, at least one of them will be broke. You know we're going to have to carry the weight.
21 perception, Alaric, you hear them.
hey, what's going on over here?
What do you mean? What's going on?
So
We're having a conversation.
I heard that you found gold, but felt that not everyone is permitted to have the gold split evenly. Only you two should have the gold. Is that correct? I just want to make
Well,
sure I
let
heard
me-
everything correctly.
No,
Well,
of course
since
we're
you're
going to. Oh,
You know, you're going to put me on Front Street. Yeah, that is what I said. You're noobs, okay? You're new here. You got to earn your keep. Also,
If-
finders keepers.
Well, if to remind you, like I did try to revive you multiple times during that battle against that terrible, ugly hag.
I mean, I
And
guess that's true, although I can't really prove if it was like real or a dream. I was like drifting in and out. But you know what? I'll give you
But-
that.
And
And
then
Dam-
Thaddeus,
Damien
he
pulls out
took-
the silver ring he took from Jampy. Here,
champion.
I found this ring. You can have it.
I'll accept the ring. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
The silver ring worth 50 gold.
Okay.
Worth more than if we split this 200 gold. So you just
Well,
gave
I
him
mean,
more.
what about Thaddeus?
What about him?
Yeah, Thaddeus really needs the money.
I don't
Oh, I forgot
know.
he was broke as fuck. Yeah, Thaddeus and filed for bankruptcy. Give him something.
It's okay, we will split the gold. It's only 200 gold, so it's only 40 gold each.
Fine, but let this be a warning to you. The next time I find something, it's mine. Granted, I didn't find that, but this is how I roll. You either like it or lump it.
I appreciate the forewarning.
I also found the scroll of invisibility.
You just finding all type of shit. Where was you at?
There's a treasure chest, but it caught me on fire.
Thank you for your sacrifice.
Do you want the scroll?
I do. I
Okay,
want
I'll-
most things, so just
I'll give you the scroll. I feel like you being able to like invisibility and then
no, it wouldn't be the
sneak
first time I
attack
used
makes
one.
sense.
Remember, I turned myself invisible in the brewery and I pants the guy?
Yeah. Yes.
Worth.
as you are discussing, Thaddeus, what are you doing? Do you look at the three of them discussing? 'Cause you can't hear them right now.
No, he's still giving the prayer to the undead
Okay.
there.
Is there anything on the hag? Did we check the hag?
You have not checked the hag yet.
I'm not going near it.
That's fair.
Was the hag still alive?
Nope.
Or was it just knocked unconscious?
It was knocked unconscious.
Oh,
We didn't
yeah.
kill it?
No.
Thaddeus is going to go over and kill it.
Yeah, I feel like we killed it. I don't know why we would knock it unconscious.
The spirit guardian slashed into its back and she fell to the ground unconscious from bleeding
Oh.
out.
No, she needs to die.
Yeah, he's using the long sword of radiance, and he is going to do this as well. Smearing smite. To burn it.
Damn! You see Thaddeus step up to the unconscious hag as he uses a searing smite to slash into her. How do you kill the hag in her slumber?
Just take the sword, and as it glows white hot, stab it down, and just let the body burn.
God damn. The hag is dead.
Did you finish her? Damien's on his tiptoes looking over the bone pile.
Yeah, it's no longer in this plane.
Oh, thank God. Oof. Can't wait to tell the crew about this one.
Vile
See?
creature.
This is why I go out on my way to look good, you know? Because, not looking good really fucks somebody up.
I
That's what I
have
learned
to admit,
today.
you were looking good lying down on the floor a few times.
I mean, you'll
Oh, you got a joke.
Oh no, I was
Well,
being, I was
Yep.
saying you're highly adaptable. That's very impressive. Not many people can do such a feat.
Yeah, you might be right about that.
your cloak is looking a little dirty over there as
Hey,
well.
hey. He wraps it around the front of his body and just starts shaking it. Ugh, it is quite dusty.
Do any of you search the hag's body?
Yeah, Thaddeus will, just to see if there's anything to give back to the Adventurers Guild for a report.
So as you search the hag's body, she doesn't have anything particularly too interesting, but you do find on her body she does have a onyx ring on one of her fingers.
Okay. Thaddeus will pick that up.
All right, you remove the onyx ring from her finger, and what do you do with it? Pocket it? You let the others know?
He'll let the others know about the ring. See if anyone wants it.
No, I want nothing that's touched that thing. That's
I-
you. That's all you.
If no one else wants to volunteer for the ring, I will gladly accept it.
Oh, you just
Could be
call
of
that page
use to
over.
be. Maybe some enchanting could be of use for the ring later, if it doesn't have already magical properties with it.
He will give the ring. Yeah, he'll give him the ring.
All right,
Or
Alaric.
Yayato or Isundra, what do you think of it? I know that you both play a part in the magical role between your abilities. Would either one of you like the ring, or shall I take it?
Yato steps forward with his arms folded as he looks at the ring in your hand. Interesting ring. I have never seen one like this before. It might have magical properties. Would you like me to see if I can sense any magic from it?
By all means.
Unless Isundra would like to do the honors.
Try.
Make me an Arcana.
Ooh.
Let's
She's being humble.
Yeah, let's see if
She said I can try the modesty.
Let's see if Yaito rolls as good. He does not. He rolled an 8. Isundra with a nat 20 with a total of 26. You're able to tell what type of ring it is, Isundra. You see and feel there is a magical aura coming from it, and it is a protective ring. And what this protective ring does, it gives you resistance to acid damage, which means you take half damage whenever you get hit by acid.
Ooh.
Feel like that's better on somebody that's like up close.
Yeah, we should probably give that back to Thaddeus.
So, anything special about that ring?
It can protect you from acid attack.
Why does it sound like something you just made up? How
Because
do
she
you know
rolled a
that?
nat 20 doesn't mean she.
Well, shit. I have no real reason to doubt you. Doesn't look like much to me. But, good to know something came from her ugly ass. This place gives me
Or
the
Damien, yeah.
creeps.
I think we have successfully completed this quest. Let us collect maybe the other badges if the other zombies have them. Return to Adventurers Guild, earn our keep, and call it a day.
Oh, we got 4 more whites up here. Did we check these earlier?
You did not.
Those are we gonna exit that way?
Yeah, there's
Oh,
no
okay.
other way to leave except
Yeah.
back the way you came. And
Alright.
I'll go ahead and say that, you inspect the other bodies, the other whites. None of them have extra gold or anything of the sort. Most of their equipment has been damaged, so it's not worth really taking it. But they all have Adventurers Guild badges.
Yeah, I want all of those.
Yep.
Well, make up 4 other names, right?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
We got Jampion, Marcelo.
Are you making note of these names?
I am. I mean, I'll give you till we get to the guild to think of them.
Oh my goodness.
So,
All right.
who was keeping the ring?
Decided that like it would be better on you or Damien. Somebody up close.
Damien wants nothing to do with that.
Okay.
And the other adventurers, as you take their badges, you find the 4 of them. One is Zashi.
Zashi.
You have another one named Soren.
Mm-hmm.
And then another named, let me think here, Fabian.
Fabian. That's a true loss to the community. What a regal name.
The other one, Princess.
Bitch. How dare they kill Princess?
There you go.
All right. So Damien's got a stack of IDs and he's just kind of sifting through them. All right. We got Jampy, Marcello, Zashi, Seren, Fabian, and Princess. Huh. One of these, none of these looked like Princess, but RIP.
Rip. Do you do anything else in the cove, or do you leave? Head back to the city of New Tempest.
I pocketed all the IDs and now I'm just kind of...
Should we take the other path, or should we head back?
I'd rather travel the way we came because I know there aren't enemies and hags, but I'm open to trying a different route too. Could be more treasure, things to find.
Are you sure?
Wouldn't be if I...
Are you
Yeah.
sure?
Yeah, I wouldn't have said it if I wasn't. I don't know what you're insinuating.
Well, you are still majorly wounded. We haven't had a chance to heal your wounds yet, Damien.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You're just bleeding right in front of us, and look like
Church, I wasn't gonna say nothing. Then I just drink my one of my potions.
Hold on. Before you do that,
Gonna lay hands on you.
Lay on hands.
All right. Damien flinches a little. Hey, you gotta say something before you touch it, brother.
How much
just
do you
letting
heal?
Addis see 5 times. Well, so 35. Do 20.
20. Okay.
All right. You see Thaddeus is able to heal Damien for 20 HP with...
Let Addis protect you.
I can't even lie, man. That feels a lot better. I wouldn't really call it protection, though. More like recovery.
Fair.
But Alaric over there, he was making sure I stayed in the fight.
I am still feeling a little adventurous, so I would like to see what's on the other path. I feel like we cleared everything here, but what do I know?
Hey, my personal rule is, it's your idea. You lead the charge. I'm right
And
behind you, though.
do I still need to cast light to traverse, or are we fine?
You're fine for now.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys you backtrack all the way to where the fork in the path was at the beginning of the cove.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So as you guys trek backwards, you can see the entrance where you came through. You go down the other path, and I'll reveal more of that map as you guys continue through that path. Feel this. It comes to a dead end, unfortunately, but the cold, wet cove does lead you to what looks like another treasure chest.
Somebody else can open that one.
Okay, what type of roll do we need to do to check the chest?
You could do like an investigation.
Let me check. Okay. I should be okay to check it.
With an investigation of 16. As you investigate the chest, Alaric, you attempt to try and find any potential traps or anything that might trigger your senses. You just don't really sense any traps that you can see or are aware of. So, do you still try to open it?
Yes.
As you open the chest, arms grow out and the chest bites you. No, I'm just joking.
The mimic.
It's not a mimic, not in this cove. You do open the chest though, and you do find some items lying in there. And one of the items that you do find is another scroll. And with that scroll, you also find padded armor.
Okay. And what roll do I need to do to check the scroll?
I mean, Arcana. 16, as you open up the scroll to take a look at it, see what kind of scroll it might be. It is a scroll of Hold Monster.
Perfect. Would anyone like to hold this scroll, or should I pocket it into my satchel?
Yeah, as long as someone has a hold of that, I'm comfortable.
Okay. And then this armor is very heavy. I mean, I could hold on to it, but I prefer not to be in the front lines all the time.
So the padded armor is considered light armor. So it won't give you as much AC as heavier armor. And you have a disadvantage on stealth with padded armor. However, if you make an Arcana check, it might be magical. You just don't know.
Okay, I'll do another Arcana check.
We'll just say, a 22. As you look down at that padded armor, you do notice something slightly different about the padded armor that typically you don't see in standard padded armor. You do find, Alaric, there are some runes that have been scratched into this padded armor, which gives you the idea that it might be a magical set of armor. And with a 22 Arcana, you're able to decipher that. And it is a padded armor of resistance to force damage. You take half damage against force attacks. However, it is padded armor, so the AC is only going to allow for an 11 plus your dexterity modifier.
Okay, so I will just hold it for now.
Yep.
And then what was the scroll? Is scroll of something hold?
Hold person.
Hold monster.
Hold monster.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just hold on to this and until we head back, maybe we could sell this or we could use it for our next adventure.
Good thing you wanted to go this way.
Yes, that is magical armor. Typically, magical armor goes for much more than standard.
All right, Alaric. Take me places.
I see you starting to warm up to me now, Damien.
Yeah, here and there.
You are still no Ediar the Sonne, but for your first mission with Cat and Co, you have proven yourself to be worthy. At least in combat.
I
I
don't want to
thank
be
you.
Eddie Artist only.
Who? Just kidding.
So with that, you have explored all of the cove, and at this point, I'm assuming you guys will head back towards New Tempest, which is, again, I mentioned it's about a 2-hour walk from the cove to the docks of New Tempest. With that being the case, with you exploring all of the cove, we'll say, I'm assuming you guys want to head back, correct?
Yes.
All right. And with the party now leaving the cove behind with the hag dead, all of the undeads defeated, you have retrieved the Adventurers Guild members' badges, and you guys make your way back to New Tempest. And with that, we'll go ahead and say that will end this episode of Taverns and Caverns.
Damn. Well, we did what we were supposed to do.
Yeah. I can't believe I was rolling like trash.
Hey, we didn't go
Jeez.
down the whole fight. I felt like we're Roy Royce.
You did.
I was
feel
about to
it?
say that, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to jinx myself.
Bro, I said I felt like Roy Royce.
Roy Royce shot.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to another exciting episode of Taverns and Caverns. This is your Dungeon Master, HaphazardDM. You can find me on Twitter at HaphazardDM.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's Bri. I play Damien/Desiree, and you can find me on Twitter at Blaze_NBK.
Hi, I'm Felicia, and I play Isundra. You can find me anywhere on the internet at daggertribal.
Hi, I'm Rod or Rodimus playing Thaddeus. You can find me on Blue Sky at Rodimus83 or Twitter or X at Rodimus7901.
Hey, my name is Kendall, and I play Alaric Silverwind, and you can find me on Twitter at AirDashClubKen.
All right. Thank you, guys. Those are our players for Taverns and Caverns Season 3. And again, don't forget to check out the Taverns and Caverns Patreon. On our Patreon, you'll find exclusive monthly episodes that are strictly exclusive to our Patreon, as well as some additional content that you won't want to miss. So thanks again, everyone. Until next time on Taverns and Caverns.